What's going on, y'all? So the Dallas Cowboys, man, have signed Trayvon Mullen. Now, you may have heard other content creators try to break it down to what he can bring to the table, right? So I'm going to go ahead and give you something different, right? You know, I've seen a lot of Trayvon Mullins, because I'm from California, right? So, being in California for the majority of my life, I've seen a lot of Raider games and Niner games and such, right? And so I seen the hate of Trayvon Mullins, right? But I never got it. You know, they say, oh, Trayvon Mullins is a good corner. And he is, right? And then he'll have some off games. He'll be, oh, no, we don't want Trayvon Mullins, right? So his state in Oakland slash Vegas was inconsistent because of the culture, right? It ain't the ability, because when I see Trayvon, I see somebody who's long, physical, and from what I've seen of him, I may have not seen every game, but the games I've seen of him, I seen him stick his nose to go hit. 6'2", 200. Want to get in your grill to press you, right? Okay, so look, so you're like, so where are you going with this? I'm getting ready to tie this in, right? So Oakland, how many people have flourished in Oakland? It seems like, they can't necessarily draft well too much. And when people go there, they fall off. Devontae Adams is, he's Devontae Adams, but he ain't been Devontae Adams as Devontae Adams, right? It seems like, when they go to the Raiders, they fall off. Now, I'm here to tell you, right? So let me tie this in for y'all, right? So there's sometimes people just need a change of scenery. They just need to get under the right guidance. Have the right, just being around the same, just being around something different to get the best out of them. I'll give you an example. Martellus Bennett. Martellus Bennett was a talented player, though. But in Dallas, with the situation with Witten and what's going on, that just wasn't his cup of tea. But as soon as he left, he started to develop into the player, more than he could be. Other teams got more out of him than the Dallas Cowboys could, right? So I'm here to tell you this. Him being under Al Harris, one of the best to ever press. You see what he doing with Diggs in them. For him to be up with Al Harris, to be under Dan Quinn, I'm not saying this man might look. This Trayvon Mullins kid might be here longer than just this 1 year. McKenzie, he'll probably maybe be gone next year, right? But Mullins, he might be somebody that can come back next year and the year after that. Because ability, I don't believe ability is in question, because he be a little grabby. Okay, that come with it sometimes with the physicality, right? Richard Sherman was a little grabby at times, right? But it ain't like he got the speed, because he got the speed with it, right? The physical traits is there for him. But the coaching, the environment has never been there for him. So how can we judge a player that he's garbage in this and he's never been under the right guidance, He's never been under the right. It's just like, you know what I mean? In boxing, I gotta change my trainer, to get this out of me, to prepare myself for this. Well, the culture in Dallas has changed. The players have changed. The outlook have changed, and he's coming into a defense who's the best defense in football, right? And, Kelvin Joseph, right? It's better to stay ready so you ain't got to get ready, right? I'm not saying Kelvin Joseph is going to fail or anything, but what would be the plan if Kelvin Joseph did fail? Who would you have? Mackenzie Alexander, he's an okay corner, but do I want him in there full time right now? Probably not. Bland, he's going to be going back and forth nickel outside, right? Bland got his role. But who's going to be outside of Trayvon Diggs permanent is the question. Brown is gone. Lewis is gone. Man, I think that Al Harris can get the most out of this man. He fits. This is like, just the physicality, just the physical nature, his willingness, that dog mentality that he got. I believe Al can get the most out of this man. It just didn't work in Arizona. It didn't work with the Raiders, right? I get a good feeling about this. When we signed the D-tackle, I'm like, oh, okay, that's dead. When we signed McKenzie, I was like, oh, okay, that's dead. But when I seen that the Cowboys claimed Trayvon Mullen, that lightweight kind of got me fired up. I could be wrong, but I could not be wrong. But if I'm going to give you a definitive answer, I'm saying this going to work, right? I don't know what's going to be his role. Fresh off. He's ready to go. I like it, right? Now, we have been lacking in depth at corner, but you signed 2 corners now. So, right? So that improves the depth, right? And that's what we was missing. Because say, for instance, something happened to Kelvin Joseph. You're in trouble, depth-wise, right? It's just Bland and it's just Diggs. And you see Diggs got banged up, so you hold your breath with Diggs. I think, man, Dallas has did an excellent job addressing depth. We may not have brought in no Deion Sanders, right? But one thing, man, I think, man, under the right coaching, cleaning them up, Al Harris being on him, because Al Harris holds Trayvon Diggs accountable. So to clean up Trayvon Mullen, see, I don't think Trayvon Mullen been under no coaching. We know he ain't been under no coaching with the Raiders. In Arizona, they are train wreck. They wasn't no coaching being done in Arizona. Look at the culture with Kyler Murray. So there wasn't no coaching being done up over there. But over here in Dallas, there's some coaching being done. And I like the move. And he just needed to be under some coaching. But you guys in the comment section, let me know what you think. Whether you agree with me, disagree with me, or maybe got another outlook on the signing, right? But I like it. But all right, y'all. That's my time. Y'all like, comment, and subscribe for me. And we're out.